Let's see. All right, there is the Cash App. There's the Cash App. Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? Say hi when you come on. Say hi. Comment hashtag replay. If you're watching the replay, so I can see how many people come on after I post it. Okay, there's the Cash App, YouTube. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, so here is Amazon wish list. If you want to read about the star comment, you can read it in the comments. It should be the first one or the second one, because I'm going to pin the Cash App, so it's going to take away the star comment. Okay, so let me pin it. All right, there we go. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing? How are you doing? We will be making tacos, chicken taco soup. Okay? I used the rotisserie chicken, and I got it, this time I got it from Sam's. In the past, I used to only get it from H-E-B, our main grocery store, but we can't get up there like that. So we've been going to Walmart to shop, and I've been getting my whole chickens from there. But today they didn't have any. So once we came back home and put away the cold food and freezer food, we went right back out because we had to go to Sam's as well. And time was running out. It was getting close to dinner. So we went to Sam's, and Sam sells whole chickens too. So we got one from there. It was much bigger, and it tastes, because I took a couple pieces, it tastes 10 times better than Walmart's. So from now on, if I need a whole chicken, I'm getting it from Sam's. And it was bigger, I tell you. So rotisserie chicken from Sam's. See this bowl? See this bowl, guys? It fills it up. Look at that. And it's going to take 2 cups of chicken, but I'm going to do 4 because I'm doubling it. Okay, so I'll tell you the ingredients to start out with. Then I'll tell you step by step as I'm doing it. So we need 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now I'm doubling it, so I'm going to do double of everything. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, half a medium onion, and you can put less or more because some people like a lot of onions, some people don't like any. 1 10-ounce can of Rotel tomatoes with the juices, don't drain it. 1 12-ounce can of corn, drained. 1 14-ounce can of black beans, rinsed and drained. Usually most recipes ask that you drain them and then you rinse them with cold water. 8 ounces of cream cheese softened. 4 cups of chicken broth. 1 pack of taco seasoning. 2 teaspoons of cumin. 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, salt and pepper to taste. Now, when it says 1 teaspoon of all-purpose, when I watch, there's a video, but I'm not going to watch the video. I'm going to follow these instructions down here. Got time for the video. But when she says 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, that all-purpose seasoning was not like, I guess you could use it like I have, it's from Morton's, the ones who does the salt. I have seasoning all, but I'm not using that. She says she used Sazon. Now, it's Spanish. If you don't know Sazon, it's from Goya. This is Sazon. This is a packet. Okay? Sazon. Sazon. With a little mark on top of the O because it's Spanish. Sazon. This is very good. If you've never tried this, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate the stars. She sent me 100 stars as $1. Yeah, I appreciate the stars. I haven't been getting any. Okay, this is a Spanish seasoning. I use it on my rice when I want to turn it, like we call it, like to my kids, I used to say, you want some yellow rice or orange rice? And they're like, yeah. I mix this in there. 2 packs if I'm having a lot of rice, but usually 1 pack. And I stir it up, and then when it cooks with the rice, it turns into the. But you can use this in soups and as a seasoning on different things. It shows on here fish, soup, a lot of different things you can use as on board. It's a very good, tasty seasoning. So, okay, you can buy a box of these. There's a box you can buy in the Spanish aisle. You know where you find the Goya black beans and stuff like that. So if you use 1 pack of this, if you're doing just the regular, I'm doubling it, so I'm using 2 packs. Now you can add a little more from a 3rd pack, or if you're doubling it, or a 2nd pack if you're not doubling it. If you need some more, you can add some more taco seasoning. Then they say if you taste it at the end, more salt and pepper, you know. But I'm doubling it because the serving size shows 4 servings, just 4. And you know, serving sizes usually are small, but 4 servings. So we wanted more so we could have some leftovers. And we usually eat more than the serving size. But that means it says 4 cups. So I'm going to read it again. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, half a medium onion, 1 10-ounce can of Rotel with juices, 1 12-ounce can of corn drained, and 1 14-ounce can of black beans rinsed and drained. 2 cups of rotisserie chicken cooked and shredded, 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, 4 cups of chicken broth, 1 pack of taco seasoning, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, salt and pepper to taste. Sorry if it sounded like I was going fast, but just keep going back and write it down. I'll read the instructions slower. I took out 1. I was supposed to, it said room temperature. Now, I bought a double pack because I think I might need another one for something else. But I was going to leave the double pack out, but this single pack has been in there for a while. It says 14th of May, 25, so I can leave it in there. And I'll leave this double pack out. It's because we're going to put it in there to melt. Okay, so got my double pack out. Let that sit out. It should have been sitting out before. If you're looking, I know, and you can see it YouTube and you can see it Facebook. You see a lot of stuff on this counter. This, the chicken broth. This other one is organic, great value, Walmart brand, reduced sodium chicken broth. It wasn't that much. But these 2, these cans, these seasonings, the taco seasoning, that's all for the recipe. The other stuff, and I've got a lot of stuff over there in front of the coffee pot, as you can see, is my groceries. All the dry stuff, I have not had time. It was almost 4 o'clock when we came back. We had to put everything away in the freezer and the refrigerator. Then we left to go right back to Sam's. And by the time we came back, it was like just a tad over 4:30. So I had to get all the cold stuff from Sam's put away. And that left me enough time to, I did a couple things and it was about 5 o'clock. So that left me enough time because it took a while because it was a much bigger chicken. I, tore up the chicken, put it in a bowl, and I made my dog a awesome meal. This is what I usually feed my dog when I buy a whole chicken. Now, I take a little bit of her dry food. I do it in her bowl. I add the juice from the whole chicken. If it's in a bag or if it's in a container, it was in a container. But sometimes Walmart's come in a bag. The juices that are at the bottom, I dump on her dry food. Maybe about a little less than half in there of dry food. And then I tear up the chicken. And before I finish tearing up the chicken, I pull some pieces off. I pull as much as I want to give her and tear it up on top of her food. Then we add a little more of her dry food on top of that. And we mix it all up. And if she hasn't had anything earlier, I put this in her food. 2 squirts a day. It's from the something company website. I forgot. But this is called, you should try this, Shannon. It's called Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil. Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil. It's packed with omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which our body needs all those too. So does the dogs to make their skin smooth and bright. I can't remember everything this does, but this is healthy for dogs. See, 26 to 75 pounds is 2 pumps. If it's up to 25 is 1 pump, and over 75 pounds is 3 pumps a day. Delicious real salmon taste they love. Nutrient-dense addition to your pup's regular diet. Substantially sourced from ice-cold North American waters. So it helps with stuff inside, just like we all need omega-3. And I'm thinking, where can we get omega-3 minus fish? If you're not eating fish, where can you get it besides vitamins too? But yeah, it says 236 pumps. But this is omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. You can look those up and read about them. They're very good to see what they do for your body, but they're really good. So, and it tells you on the bottle how many pumps for the weight. So it's really good. Would you like me to send you any more information about the website where I got this, Shannon? Because my dog's weight, it's 2 pumps, but it's once a day. So if they eat twice a day, like morning and night, you only put it in one of their foods. You don't put it in both. Just the number of pumps in one time a day. So in only one of their bowls. If I can't get it right. If they eat twice a day, only put it in one of the times you feed them. Don't put it in twice. Okay. So, and it's very good for them. I said something to my husband the other day. It might have been when my dog got out of grooming. No, it was a different day. I said, I was patting my dog or rubbing my dog's back, and I said, why does her, coat feel so much softer, doesn't it? He was like, I guess. I don't know. But it did. It felt so soft, and I couldn't figure out why. And now, as I'm telling you about that Alaskan salmon oil, I just realized it's because I've been giving her that. That makes the dog's skin soft as well. So there it was. You still here, Shannon? Sorry. All right, so let's get this started. All right, so I got the pot out. Okay. Now, step 1 says add olive oil to a large, heavy bottom stock pot and heat it up over medium heat for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, gently add the diced onions into the pot and saute it for about 5 minutes until it begins to soften up. For about 5 minutes. So you want to heat it over medium heat for 1 to 2 minutes with the oil in it. Then add the diced onion in the pot and saute it for 5 minutes until it begins to soften up. Okay? That's step 1. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, oops, sorry guys. I was trying to open the dishwasher and I must have knocked down the tripod. Luckily, y'all stayed hooked on the thing. Sorry. Okay. So let's put some avocado oil. It says olive oil, but avocado oil and all that's just as well. 1 tablespoon. I never measure the oil unless it needs like a cup of oil or something. But I would use 2 tablespoons. But I'm not going to measure, like I said. And it wants half a medium onion diced. So I would use a whole onion, but I'm not going there because I don't like that much onion. We don't like that much onion. So I'm going to put a little bit, but I do have some diced onion and a Ziploc bag that I keep in the refrigerator. Okay. So there I go. Let's put it on medium heat, it says. Okay, I'm going to give it about 2 minutes to heat up, and then we're going to add the onion. So let's time it. I'm going to time 2 minutes because the clock said 6:13, and I could say, oh, it'll be done at 6:15. But the 6:13 could have been, almost done, almost to 6:14. You never know. Oh, I'll open the refrigerator. I was about to put the oil back away. Doesn't go in the refrigerator. Okay, so it wants 4 cups of chicken broth. So this This 32-ounce box is 4 cups. So that's why I got 2 of them. Okay? So I'm just waiting for the 2 minutes to be up so we can put the onion in. Okay, I got all these cans over here in front of my microwave. You can't see them, but I do. Oh, and I got my dog. I don't know if you've ever bought her cookies. I got it from Walmart. I know, right? I know. The small bag is still down there with some food in there. Look. Puppy, it says, it's called 3 Dog Bakery, the original bakery for dogs. Puppy Butters, peanut butter sandwich cookies. So they're sandwich cookies with peanut butter in it. But I don't know if the outside of the cookie is probably made something different than our cookies to be dog friendly. But I got this in the aisle with the treats from Walmart. It's from Walmart if you ever want to get them. It's called Puppy Butters, but it can be used for any dog. So I'll try later on because she had her full. This is her bowl. Look at that. She tore it up. So I'll have to really clean it tonight. But I don't wash it every day, but tonight I will because it had the grease in there and it had everything. But yeah, we got her some cookies. Shannon, have you ever found doggy ice cream? Now I have in a regular store in the freezer section. Sometimes the stores has it, sometimes they don't. But you should check. They're in little cups. And I let my dog lick it and I sometimes break it up for them because sometimes they have a hard time biting into it too because it's cold. But it's puppy ice cream. Alrighty, so I've got my little spoon here to stir, so put the onion in. Okay. All right. All righty, so I put it on for about 5 minutes, like you said. Saute it. I am going to give it every once in a while. I'll give it a stir. Did y'all want to know something? This made me excited. Though I don't notice anything. I asked my husband, he didn't give me an answer. Did you know, does I look like I lost weight? Be honest. If it doesn't look like it, say so. Are you serious? Okay, because sometimes my husband will say just what I want to hear, but I don't want to hear something and it's not right. But anyways, it was like a week or two ago, a couple of weeks ago. We were at Walmart. I think I had to pick up some medicine or something we were doing. So I was over there by the where you can weigh yourself and check your blood pressure on the machine. So I tried to weigh myself and it said I was 203. I'm not afraid to admit my weight. I was 203 pounds, almost 204. And I was like, that can't be. This machine can't be right because I've stayed up in the 220, 225, right? Then I've, in the past year or a little more than a year since we came back from West Virginia, I've been staying around 210, 215 because I think I lost weight when we didn't have a lot of food to eat in West Virginia. So I've been in the 210, 215 range for the last year or so. Well, so when I saw 204, I was like shocked. Okay? So today we go and I see a $10 scale. It's electric, because I don't like the other ones because they're harder to read to me. But it doesn't tell you your BMI. It doesn't tell you other stuff about your body that the more expensive ones do. So I just bought those. It's just you stand on it. It's electric. It tells you your weight. Then it goes off. Well, I got on there and I did it twice. I gave it a break and then I did it again to make sure I was seeing right and make sure the scale was right. It said I weighed 197 pounds. So besides the 10-pound weight before, lost weight from like 215 to 203 or 204, I went down to 97, which is 7 more pounds. And I'm not on a diet. I'm not eating anything special. I do go out and run around and play with my dog with the ball during the afternoon. And I do more running now because my husband is working, so he's not out there with me. I still throw the ball here and there, but he throws it the most because he throws further. But I have to do it now most of the time. And I still been eating junk. Let me tell you, I got tortilla chips. I had some some bun thing. We have cookies. I just bought some snack that has a Twinkie and something else. So I'm not buying healthy. I know I should, but I'm not. And I still lost weight. So guys, don't ask me how I'm doing it. Some of it, I got to tell my next time we go to Walmart, I got to get me a belt. My clothes are not falling off me, no. But some of them are a little loose where while I'm walking around, if I go out, I have to take my pants and I have to pull them up. They're not falling off my butt, but they're just, I can see them falling down from where I had them pulled up. So, babe, where's that thing? I have to drain corn and I have to drain and rinse the black beans with cold water. So, then today, before I went to Walmart, that's not going to work. We went to Dollar Tree to get some stuff, see if I could find any stuff for the tree for Valentine's, and I sure did. And we just bought a couple of other things. Like I bought a little, it's a strainer, but it's a little one with a handle. I used to have a red one, but this is gray. They didn't have red. But I didn't get it from Dollar Tree, but this one I did. So I know I can take the corn and drain it with the lid of the can. I'll be right back, guys, because I thought my husband was going to bring it over here. He was walking over here anyway, but I guess not.
I asked you if that was in, you said no.
Huh?
I asked you if that was in, you said no.
No, I thought you were going to throw it, and I said no. I thought you were going to throw it. He thought I said no, that wasn't it. No, he thought I said no, that's not it. I didn't say no. There I go again, Shannon. I was coming past it, and I almost knocked it over and caught it. I'm sorry, guys. Look at me tonight. Oh. Yes, got a little brown. So, no, he went like this. I don't know if he was just showing me. I thought he was going to throw it, and I was like, no. Because through my, I don't know if y'all can see it, but through this, see? Behind the computer, you can see straight through to our living room. I thought he was going to throw it to me, and I was like, no, because he'll probably hit the computer. So that's what I thought. Okay, so corn I usually drain with the top, but the black beans I have to rinse them as well with cold water because it has kind of slimy like juices in there. And also, when you have a pullback top like this, they're hard to push down to drain your can anyways. Okay? So, let's see. What's next? Let's check. Shoot, where'd it go? Where'd it go? All right, number 2. I gave y'all number 1. Add the olive oil to a heavy bottom stock pot or big pan. Heat it over medium heat, 1 to 2 minutes on medium heat. Now gently add the diced onions into the pot and saute for 5 minutes until it begins to soften up. Number 2, now add in Rotel tomatoes, the canned corn, the black beans, and the shredded chicken along with room temperature cream cheese. Gently mix the cream cheese together with the other ingredients until it begins to melt for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so let me plug this in. I did not waiting 5 minutes for the onion to do its thing. I should have opened the Rotel and the corn, but I did not. Okay, where's the Rotel? I know I took it out. Oh, here it is. Okay, so the Rotel, 2 cans of Rotel. I got the mild. The original has a little kick to it. I've noticed that. I didn't think it did. But it says with juices, so do not drain this. Okay, do not drain. Pour it in. Black beans, let me pour them in here and get these going. These pullback things hurt the fingers, I swear. Okay. So I got that up. Let's see. Got the corn open. All right, so I'm gonna turn on the cold water and rinse these black beans. This holds 2 cans of black beans to rinse. And just wait till you see water coming out of it, out of the strainer, clear. Then you know all the juices are, okay? So shake it, give it a shake so the water gets out, and then quickly go over and just dump it in, okay? All right, let's do this corn. Okay. All right, let's open the second can. All righty. Now let's drain that. Okay. Okay, so it's what does it say? Rotel tomatoes, canned corn, black beans, shredded chicken, along with room temperature cream cheese. Okay, the chicken now. So I got a cup. It says 2 cups. I'm doubling it, so it's 4 cups. I want to see how much is in here. So usually I'll just put handfuls in there, but this time I want to see how much is left after I put 4 cups. Okay, that's 1 cup. 2 cups. 3 cups. 4 cups. Hey man, that's this big piece of chicken. Didn't get. Okay. Okay, so let me see how much chicken is in there. I might want to add a little bit more. Okay. Supposed to stir it up with the cream cheese, but I just want to see how much chicken is in there, and is there enough? So I got this much left. I can either save it and do a make some chicken salad tomorrow. I like to dip chicken salad with crackers. So I like to take the crackers and dip it in chicken salad. Mayonnaise and what do you call it? Mayonnaise and relish. Yeah. But if I decide not to, I'll give it to my dog. I'll mix it in with her food. There won't be any juices, but because I bought from Sam's natural chunk chicken breast from a can. Some recipes say if you want to be quick, you can just dump in canned chicken, but I don't want to spend all that money just to do that. So I'm gonna use that to make chicken salad and use when I just want something small and use my crackers that I have to scoop it up. All right, so let's get this cream cheese in there. Okay, it says about 5 minutes to let it melt. So we're going to get this cream cheese in there. Let's see, anybody else come on? Hi, Nancy. How are you doing? It's been a while. Hope everything's going well with you. I hope everything's going well with you. Well, I saw your video, so I hope it's going better today. I hope it's going better today. Okay, now I'm just going to break it up with a spoon. Once it's in here, I'm going to put it in here whole. Usually I will cut it up into squares, like rows, and then this way, and then dump it in something, but not this time. So let's open the second one. So it says, gently mix the cream cheese together with the other ingredients until it begins to melt for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now gently, until it begins to melt. Now gently, number 3, step 3 says, now gently pour in the chicken broth and mix it until it is fully combined. The cream cheese should be fully incorporated. Add all of your seasonings, including the taco seasoning, cumin, all-purpose seasoning, and smoked paprika. Okay? That's step 3. So let's get this done, and then we'll mix everything else in there, the chicken broth and the seasonings. So let's get this. Probably not totally, still cold, so it's not totally room temperature like it should have been. Softened because I didn't take it out ahead of time like I should have. I should have took it out while I was shredding the chicken, but I didn't think of it. But so it might take a little more than 3 to 5 minutes. So we shall see. Okay, mix it up. It wants to get all incorporated. I'm using the spoon to break the cream cheese into smaller pieces. And it's working. So it's good. So I'm just breaking it up. Okay. Get it all mixed in. Get this so it can. Let's put this can opener back. Usually I have a place for the can opener, but I don't. So I put it over here by the sink in front of the toaster oven. And if we need to move it, we move it. But usually you can open the toaster oven with it there. And then I bring it over to where right here by the counter, by the sink. By the stove, and then I plug it in and the plug back. Okay, but I don't have a place just to put it and leave it. And that's such a little thing, you really don't need to do that. All right, let me have my tea. It is really good. This chicken taco soup is good. And it'd be really good for those cold nights. Like today, we were like supposed to be high 73. It was really nice outside. The wind was very cool. It was great. It was perfect. But next week, I think starting Monday, because Sunday is still a little up there, we're going to get a cold front, which means we're going to be, some days we may be like near 50, but some days we're going to be in the 40s. The early mornings are going to be sometimes in the 30s. So I don't know what's happening after next week because I haven't seen it. Because, when I was looking, it was only the rest of this weekend. Next week. Okay. My hair is a mess. But anyways, hi Lokita, how are you doing? Shannon, are you still on here? You got snow over there, Lokita? Yes, I would love some snow. My husband would say no snow. I would say yes. Oh my goodness. She said, Lokita said, Angela's sister said, you want some snow? I said, I would love some snow. I said, my husband don't think so, but I would. She goes, you can have some. By Monday, we should have a foot. Babe, just a few years ago, she lived in Dumfries. Now she's in Stafford, but she's around our area. So, who knows? Yeah, you can send me about 2 or 3 inches. I'll take some, LOL. Because I really do miss the snow. I'll be honest. If I was in Virginia still, I probably wouldn't miss it. I probably wish it wouldn't come. But here I do because we never get any snow. The only time we got snow was 2021 in mid-February. We got slammed. A lot of people lost electric and water. We lost both water because some pipe burst in our apartment complex, and so we lost water and electric almost a week long. So the food money we were going to shop with, we had to go out to eat almost every meal if we were hungry, or at least once or twice a day. Because there were some fast food places that had their lights still on. Not every single person lost electric, but most did. There were some restaurants like we found a Chick-fil-A, we found a Tio's Tacos or some, Mexican taco place that still had their lights on. So we'd go there and we would bring something back for his mom too, because my husband's mom, because she lived in the same neighborhood. Sometimes we'd say no money. Sometimes she'd give us some money for it, but she wasn't going out in that. And my husband wasn't afraid to go out. So we'd go out and drive around until we could find something that was open. And there was a Chick-fil-A near us, and then a taco place, like a Tia Taco, something like that, a Mexican taco place. And we went to, I think, Wendy's one point. But we would drive around different areas trying to find, because there wasn't many. And everybody was trying to go to the grocery store and snag up the cartons of water. The bottles of water. Because if you had to take a dump, what you going to do? You need some water to pour in the toilet to flush it. Well, I'll take about 4 inches? 4 or 5 inches you can send my way. But, yeah, so far we've been in the 60s sometimes, but mostly in the 70s. Yeah, I wore capris today when I went out. My husband had on shorts. I do want some snow. I really do. But that was a rare thing. Probably haven't had snow here in 20 years. I don't know. So it's crazy. So let me check this out, guys. I'm going to stir it up. There's not much juice. There's juice from the chicken, and there's a little bit of juice from the rotel, because it said do not drain it. So, okay. Give it a few more minutes to cream cheese is almost melted. It's starting to melt. Okay. Okay, so I stirred that up. Now remember, I'll read step 3. What we're about to do after that's melted, it says now gently pour in the chicken broth and mix it until it is fully combined. The cream cheese should be fully incorporated. Because the cream cheese doesn't have to be completely melted. It could be almost done melted when you add in the chicken broth. Add in all of your seasonings, including the taco seasoning, cumin, all-purpose seasoning, and smoked paprika. Now, the all-purpose seasoning that she used, I wish she would have put it as that name instead of all-purpose. And I guess you could use a regular all-purpose, but her all-purpose, because it's a woman, her all-purpose was Sazon. Now, I know, Lokita, you probably know all about Sazon. I love using this seasoning. I put it on my rice to change its color, and you can use it other seasonings. I've used it in recipes when they call for it, but I really don't know what kind of recipes I can put it into. But I'm putting it into this taco soup. Are you talking to me, Shannon? Because I was giving a story about 2021, about the snowstorm we had that we haven't seen, that Texas hasn't seen in probably 20 to 30 years or more. I don't know. But that was an old story. And the electric company went crazy because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what they were doing. A lot of the people and things that were supposed to take care of the roads and do different stuff didn't know what they were doing. And the snow came on the weekend. We were supposed to move to our new apartment. So what happened was, it didn't start the first thing Saturday morning. So we were able to get over to the apartment, get the key. We got a truck. We filled it up with what we wanted to take with us. My daughter came over so she could help us watch the dog while we were moving. My dog was still a puppy. She was about 4 months old. So we got like our bed and some stuff over there. We got a bunch of stuff over there. Our roommate who was coming with us, who was going to live with us, who was on the lease, he was going to stay at that apartment. And we ended up having to tell the apartment people that we were going to need a few days more before we got out because of the snow. So it took probably almost to the end of the week or next week before they were able to get it. We got another U-Haul and they were able to put the rest of the stuff on there. But it was still snowy, so you had to be careful. So, all right. So let's do number 3. So, yeah, I didn't even put in the chicken broth yet, and it looks like the seasoning is. Any kind of sauce is. When it boils up pretty high. I don't know. But let's get this chicken broth in. It says 4 cups of chicken broth, and I'm doubling the recipe. That's why I put 2 cans of beans, 2 cans of corn, and 4 cups of chicken. I added a couple handful more chicken. Okay, so, and it wants 4 cups of chicken broth, which this 32 ounce is 4 cups. So I'm going to pour it all in. All right, so it's all in there. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. It says 4 cups and I got to double it, so I got to do 8 cups. Let me cross my fingers and say, dear God, please let this fit in here. Now, I still got to put 4 more cups. Now, this one, because I didn't see the one I wanted, is organic Walmart brand reduced sodium chicken broth. There was a recipe that asked for no salt chicken broth, and I didn't think they really had it. But I saw it at Walmart. They do have a no salt one. All right, so let's get this in there. Now, I almost couldn't find this recipe this morning. I was looking for it. I went to where I first found it, but then I had to tap on something else to get to something else, and it was a misery. I couldn't find it. And I finally did find it. So it took me, I clicked on something else that took me to TikTok. I went to her page, and I couldn't find the full recipe, just a video, but she didn't give, which the video doesn't give you measurements. So then I started on TikTok, I looked up the recipe's name, and I got other recipes from other people. Some of them said to put in enchilada sauce into this soup. Enchilada sauce, for real. One said put in some tomatoes. So I'm going to, I got to cut up a tomato and I'm going to sprinkle all the chopped up tomato at the end. And then I'm going to put some slices of guacamole. No, not guacamole. Sorry, guys. Slices of avocado that I'm going to cut up too. And then I'm going to put like a dollop of sour cream right on top in the middle. Well, first I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on. Then I'll put the slices of avocado and sour cream. So, and if my husband wants, I'm going to heat up a few small tortillas I have in my refrigerator, and we can dip them into the soup. We can dip them into the soup. Okay, when I went to put the second box of chicken broth, it looked like real dark and like real good, but it lightened it up a lot. It's good. Just tastes like chicken broth juice, but it needs all the seasonings that I haven't put in yet. Okay, so let's see. All right, what are all the seasonings? Let's see. Taco seasoning, cumin, all-purpose, sazon, and smoked paprika and salt and pepper to taste. Okay, guys, so remember, all-purpose is sazon. Now, she used sazon, and I'm using sazon. I use it whenever I can because I don't hardly find recipes to use it in, because I don't know what recipes are good to put it in. It says all-purpose, so if you want to use regular all-purpose, like I have a Morton's all-purpose, you can, or any kind of other all-purpose, but I'm using sazon. It's really good, I promise you. If you're on here, Lokita, she probably can vouch that it's good. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but Shannon, that's what she names herself, Lokita Abby. Her actual real name was, if it still is, Abigail. It's Abigail. I knew her since she was little. She used to live in Dumfries in the same court I lived in. Do you remember the townhouse I had in Dumfries with my mom and stepdad? If you remember that, she lived on that court, but she lived in the row of houses on the other side of the parking lot. She's been there forever and ever, never, and raised and had kids there and never with her mom. I guess a few years ago, or however many years ago it was, she would move to Stafford. So, but I've known her since she was little. I was about 17, 18. So when they were still little, her sister Angela, and her, I think, two brothers. Yeah. So she's got, her name is Abigail, her sister is Angela, she's got Calvin, and one other brother. Forgot the name. So, yep. All right, so let's get this seasonings in here. Let me go back up and see 1 pack of taco seasoning. Well, I'm going to end up putting 2 because, I doubled it. But I don't have the packs. I have this. So 1 pack of taco seasoning is a tablespoon. So it's 3 tablespoons per taco pack. Okay? This is good if you use a lot of it. If you use it a lot. But if you don't, then stick with the packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, after you're done mixing everything, you can always taste it when it's done and see if you need to add more out. Taco seasoning, the Sazon or whatever all-purpose seasoning you use. If you need more, you don't have to add a whole pack. You can add a third one or a second one if you're doing normal and not doubling it. You can add part of it, but when I use it, I'm hoping I'm using the whole pack because I don't like saving these little packs. Okay? Cumin, 2 teaspoons, so I need 4 teaspoons. I'll just use the measuring ones because I'm gonna use that for the soup. Teaspoon. Okay. So 4 teaspoons of cumin. All right, let's get this in there. Okay, that's good. Now, it says 1 teaspoon of all-purpose, but I thought it meant 1 pack. This white thing does not want to go on right. Still coming off. I just got to be careful when I open it. Okay, so it says 1 teaspoon. I don't know why. So maybe. Now that's harder when you got a pack. Hold it over here. So any pull. Okay, let's open the pack and I'm going to pour it into the teaspoon. Hopefully 2 teaspoons is a whole pack. I don't know. One. Actually, it's 1 teaspoon. It's 1 teaspoon per pack. That's all that's in there. Wow, I thought it was more. Or maybe just a pinch over 1 teaspoon, but that's it. Okay, now we got smoked paprika. We need 1 teaspoon, so that's 2. Okay, so take care of that. I'm all done with that. All right, let's stir it all up real good. Okay? Stir up all those seasonings into there really good. Okay? And you can still see a few clumps of sour cream in there. Saw a clump of some seasoning, so I picked it up and pushed it down. Okay, guys, I'll check the comments in just 1 second. I just want to get this all combined, the seasonings. Oh my gosh, that's tasting amazing. Hold on. Forgot to put some salt and pepper in here. It just says to taste, so whatever you're liking on the salt and pepper. And if you came in late, at the beginning of the video, I did mention all the seasonings and the measurements. Okay? I mentioned all the seasonings and the measurements. So, and if you don't want to buy a rotisserie chicken or can't, and you have chicken, you can cook it and shred it up. However much chicken you want, probably about 2 or 3 breasts, depending if you're doubling it or not. It may sound like a lot is coming out, but this comes out very slow. So I'm not putting a lot in there. Okay. Done with that. Let me stir the salt and pepper around. Okay. So with that. Very good. Okay. So now, let's see. We are on step number. Let me see what it was. 4. Mix the chicken taco soup very well, I did, and then reduce the heat to a simmer. Cover it with a lid. Allow it to simmer over medium-low for 10 to 15 minutes while you prepare the soup toppings. Okay. So, 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to put 10 minutes and check it. Okay? Take it from medium. I'll put it on 4. That's like a simmer. Okay? And I'll get the tomatoes cut up. And there's no other toppings I really need to prepare because I'm just going to scoop out some sour cream. The cheese, I'm just going to, take some out of the bag and sprinkle it on top. So I'm really just going to cut the tomato and the avocado. Okay? I do have an avocado cutter, but I don't really know how to use it. But I am going to leave the seasonings out until it's done to see if I need any more of anything. Now, if it tasted like it needed more cumin, well, actually, I wouldn't know what it tasted like to need more cumin or more smoked paprika. Unless you want, if you know how something tastes smoky, then you would know if it needed more smoked paprika. I know when it needs more salt and pepper, but all right, let's put. Okay, I got the lid on it. Alrighty, so let me move some stuff so I can put the cutting board up here to cut up the avocado and tomato. Okay, but let me go over here. I don't know if that's going to be enough room. We'll have to see. Trash need to go out afterwards, I swear. Okay, I even got some guacamole for another meal, but. And then I have some bell peppers, one of each color, except for green. I don't like green. There was a recipe that called for some bell peppers, 1 or 2, but whatever I have left over, I'm gonna cut up and put away in a Ziploc bag. And that chicken in the bowl, whatever left up chicken I have, I'm putting in a Ziploc bag. So let me do the avocado first. I tried to get a soft one since I was going to use it tonight. Let me see the. All right, guys. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a good name, Shannon. Wow, were you able to get any kind of food, Lokita, before it was all disappearing? I hope you were able to get some food. Oh, Shannon, okay, I see you were talking to her when she said, okay, I see. I didn't read the comment before. Okay. Now, see, I have this. This is for the avocado. This is, I think, to take the seed out or whatever you call it. So I've used it once before. It wasn't so easy. So I'm not too sure on how this is going to go. Okay, so let me cut this in half. It's really soft. Oh, and the seed fell right out. It's really soft. It's almost bad. Seriously. So we are going to do this carefully. I don't know. No, I don't know if I want to use it because it's already mushy. Not mushy and brown, but enough to. Trying to take it out carefully so I can cut it into wedges instead of pieces, instead of it just getting all. Okay, so. Oops, part of that. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, so I got it into strips, but I gotta be very careful. Okay, so here it is. Let me just put it in here. I did not use it. I am not going to use it. All right, let's do my tomato. Same cutting board. That's why I tried to do the avocado to the side. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, it doesn't say in the instructions, I don't think. In the directions, I mean instructions. See, it says the fifth step says, this is number 5. You can add shredded cheese, which I'm going to, pico de gallo, sliced avocado, sour cream, salsa, or any toppings of your taco toppings of your choice. Taste the soup for seasoning and add any additional salt and pepper or other seasonings that you might think you may need. Serve right away with your favorite toppings. Enjoy. Do you want tortilla with this? All right, he said yes, so I'll just get a small pan and just heat up some tortilla. Because I'll heat up I guess 4 of them, and we'll have 2 apiece. That's all we really need. Try to get a nice, not squishy tomato. Because sometimes I get those tomatoes that I can't cut through, not only because it could be my knife, but most of the time it's because the tomato's too squishy and it's hard to cut through. You know, it won't when it's squishy, it just pushes down instead of letting you cut through it. Let's see, any other? Okay, Shannon, thank you for telling me that. Thank you. All right, I'll speak up because I'm not that far from the camera, but it's just my back is turned. So I'll speak up a little bit. Thank you for letting me know that, Shannon. See, Shannon, that helps when you tell me things like the TV's too loud, or can you please speak up when you walk away, or, things like that. So, can you hear me, Shannon? Am I speaking well enough for you? Or am I speaking loud enough for you guys? Just let me know. Just let me know. And just a minute, I'm going to check the comments, see what you said. I just want to make sure I'm speaking loud enough now. Okay, guys? Oh, and Abby, your little nickname, Abby. If you're still on here, which I hope you are, I want to learn and figure out how you made your sopa de res, or however you say that. Sopa de res, right? Res. I don't know how to say that. Sopa de res, or sopa de res. If you're still on here, let me know if I said that correct. I want to learn how to. It looks so good with the meat, the corn on the cob, the vegetables. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Shannon, I will make it one day. Probably not as good as Loquita, but it's called sopa, which is Spanish for soup. Sopa de, D-E, de res, R-E-S, if I'm saying it correctly. It's got meat. I don't know what meat until she tells me. Vegetables, like it's got corn on the cob in there. Full corn on the cob. Like no, it might be half corn on the cob, but it's got some other vegetables, and I don't know what the meat is, but so it's and it looks so delicious. If you want to follow her, Shannon, you can. If you look on her page, you'll see she just posted it. It was either today or yesterday. I forgot. Because sometimes when I look at things, they may not have been posted today. They may have been posted yesterday or 2 days ago, because I don't get notifications as you post. So you post something, I may not get the notification that you posted it until 2 days later. So you can look and see, and it'll say Sopa de Res, and it'll show, I think, a video or a picture of that soup. Oh my gosh. So good, Shannon. And I'm going to try to figure out how to make it, if I can get her to tell me. I asked her, was it a recipe she found, or is that her own recipe? Because she can cook some good Spanish stuff. Yeah. If I was in Virginia, I'd be like, I'm coming over for dinner, Loquita. Oh, you're coming over to my house? You can have some dinner and show me how to make that soup? Now, that was only if I was in Virginia still. Alrighty, I know that's the timer. All right, got it. Now, I'm just finishing up the tomatoes. Yes, they're done. Sorry, got an itch on my leg. I'm itching it with the other foot. Sorry. All right, let's stir this and see how it has come out. It says 10 to 15 minutes. I put it on for 10 minutes. I want it to be a little bit thicker. That's what I wish. Itchy. Using my toe to itch. All right, let me see. I'm going to try a trick. Nope, it doesn't work on this pan. Lady put her pan like this and did this with the top on the handle, and it held the lid. But I guess it was a different kind of pan with a handle. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to cook, just because. Okay, let me taste it. Let's see, let me get a taste. I don't know, it's got a little much of something. I don't think it's salt. I just put a tiny bit of salt. Eh, maybe it's something a little much in it. I don't know. Let me get out the sour cream. Cheese. But this is like a taco. So I am going to use Fiesta blend more like. Okay? Give that a couple more minutes and then I'll put the soup together. While I'm doing that, let me go get a quick baggie so I can put my chicken in, the leftover chicken. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. You comfortable? Yeah, she's sleeping on our second couch, our older one. There's a blanket on there, and she's just on the blanket on her side, just relaxing. Too cute. Okay, let me put this chicken away. Get this chicken in there. I just needed a small bag. And I don't have many complainers on here. Actually, I don't have any. I never seen anybody complain about anything. But I just wanted to say, if I taste it with the spoon and I put it back in there and taste it again or something, don't worry about it because it's just me and my husband eating it. Now, if I was serving for like people coming over, I wouldn't do that. Alrighty? Alrighty. Just so y'all know that. Like if tomorrow afternoon I decided to have, because I thought about having a chicken salad and just scooping it up with crackers, I could use 1 can of the chicken I bought, cans of chicken, and then add the rest of this too. My tongue feels a little funny. All right, so that's in there. Okay, so give it a few more minutes. I wish it was a little more, how do I say, thicker, just a little bit thicker. Not a whole lot thicker, not so thick that the soup is not supposed to be thick like that, but just a little more thicker, I wish. If you know what I mean. I'm waiting for some hot water, because sometimes it takes a while for water to go from cold to hot, and you turn on the hot. It does. Rinsing some dishes, I like to have them rinsed. All right. Let's see this. All right, I think it's good. Okay. So let's get this spoon. Let's turn it off. And I'm going to heat up some tortillas. The soup is very hot, so we'll let it sit here for a minute. Okay. How many tortillas you want? 3? Okay. Alrighty, guys. Just hold on. My husband wants 3 tortillas. I'll take about... I'll have to wash... I'm always having to wash this pot. This is a little pot. I'm always having to wash the lid. See the lid? It's got stuff all over because stuff, when I cook, stuff splatters on the lid. Always. Always and forever. It's like, just messing, guys. Okay. So, did I get some? Okay, I'm just gonna turn it on like, oh, that's rear, like 8 so it heat up faster because I don't need anything. I'm just, let me get the tortillas out of my refrigerator. Guys, I used to keep these out on the counter, but I was told you're supposed to put them in the refrigerator, so I've been putting them in the refrigerator. Plus, if you look on the bag, it said on the back, on the bottom, it says refrigerate after opening, but I never did. I left it out. It says heating instructions. Oh, you can put 4 to 6 tortillas in a microwave, separated by damp paper towels for 30 to 45 seconds. So you put a damp paper towel in between each one, but no, I usually don't do that unless I have to make a whole lot and I'm in a rush. But so, does this have an expiration date? I can't really see the date because it's covered up by something that says Rika's. All I see is 21/25. So it's some month, 21st day, 25th year. But I can't see what the month is. I don't know.
This holiday, how does this lock ready?
Actually, I think I'm just going to make 6 of them. I may put them on a plate and just take them out there and me and my husband can take from it. Because I used to have, babe, now we got to buy it again, babe. I think I got it from HEB. Tortilla warmer. The thing that keeps the tortillas warm. You put them in there and it keeps your tortillas warm. Not warms up the tortillas, but keeps your tortillas warm. So yeah, so I'm just going to put a dry paper towel. I took out 3 and I folded it in half. Just to put the tortillas on. Okay, so let me see. Can you fit? I wish I had a pan that fit 2 or 3, but this one, it can fit a bigger one, which I've used, but even though these are little, it don't fit 2 all the way. It can only fit, they will overlap, you know. So let me let that. And when I'm almost done with the tortillas, then I'll make my husband's bowl. You want some cheese on it? A dollop of sour cream? Alrighty, we're fixing this up. So, yep, we're fixing it up. Okay, let me put some of this. Okay, I'm just putting some of the seasonings away. Okay? Oh, I gotta put the taco seasoning away. I'll put it away in a minute. Let's see, anybody? All right, that's good, Shannon. I'm glad. All right, anybody else new come on here? I guess you're not on here anymore, Lokita, because I was trying to ask you if you got any food before it started running out. Because with all the kids you got, it's too expensive to be trying to go to restaurants like fast food, even McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, all those guys. It's just Taco Bell. It's hard to go to those when you're trying to feed like 5 kids. Whoa, Malaya's grown up, but you still want to buy something for her. That's 5. You 6. Your grandson 7. And does your mom live with you? Because that would be 8. But does your mom live with you, Lokita? You might not be on here, so I don't know. Have you seen those little, Shannon, those little reels where it shows somebody heating up their tortillas, and then either the woman or the guy is doing it, and then the husband will come behind, or the wife will come behind, depending whoever's cooking the tortillas, the opposite will come. And they'll just pick up the tortilla and flip it, and then the person heating the tortillas up will try to flip it with their fingers. Like one guy went, he licked his fingers, and he went over there and he tried to flip it and he burned his fingertips and they were wiping it under cold water. It was funny. It's not real. It's a skit, but the opposite person heating up the tortillas tries to flip it like their better half did with their fingers, and they could not do it. There are some people that can. Somebody in the comments had said that their mother, I guess her hands eventually got desensitized. I don't know. But she was able, if she puts it in the right spot, she was able to put her hand in oil and grab a chicken out of oil. I was like, no, I can't do all that. But I can pick up a tortilla and flip it. See, I don't have a spatula thing. I'm just twirling it. Let me see. Yes, sometimes when I pick it up, my tip of my finger touches the pan, but it's okay. It don't really bother me, so. I just quickly pick it up and flip it. And I don't keep my hand on the tortilla long because then it gets hot. But let me get the bowls ready. Do you think these are better for soup? Or no? Yeah? They're not as deep, but do you want to use these or the regular ones?
Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Either, don't matter.
Why do you always say that? Does anybody else have a spouse that always says, either, it doesn't matter? So you're stuck deciding which one to use. It could be when you show them two of anything. Either one, it doesn't matter. Just pick one. That's what he says. Either one, doesn't matter. Just pick one. Or, where do you want to go eat tonight? Just choose. I don't care. I'm just hungry. On everything, I have to choose. If I said, which house do you like better? He would probably tell me to choose that too. But when we looked at 2 apartments the same day that we were going to apply for this, we were trying to decide which apartment we wanted to actually apply for. We were looking at the pros and cons of each apartment, prices, the looks, everything. And before I could get you choose, doesn't matter, I told him, no, we're not going there. And I asked him about what he liked about the other apartment, what he didn't like, what he likes about this one. I made him give me some answers because I wasn't playing, because I wanted to know which apartment he wanted to go and reasonings for, and he did. So that was pretty good. Okay, so we got 1 down. Number 2. The pan is really heated up now, so. And these will heat brown faster and go. I got it on 8. Usually I put it on like a medium or a 6, but I got it on 8, so it's gonna brown faster. All right, I'm just seeing if this it thickened up a tiny bit by sitting here. It's really good. But there's one thing I got to do. I didn't dump the tomatoes in. And I'm going to dump them in now, and it's going to warm them up. I didn't want them to cook. I just wanted to add them in at the end when I turned it off. Now, if my son was here, he would probably like this. Minus the tomatoes, so I'd be like, get your soup before I add tomatoes. So that's what he'd do. All right, let me mix them in. Even though you have Rotel, I still added fresh tomatoes. I'm going to take a smaller spoon. Yes, it's good with the tomatoes. All right, so today I had to get some rotini, just one box. I chose to get some garden rotini. All that is the noodles are the regular noodles, a green, and some kind of orange looking noodles. That's all they are. They don't taste any different. It's just the way they look. And I got me some soups. Well, I got me two soups. I got me a chicken corn chowder. I love it. And I got one, I think I've seen before, but I never ate it before. It's a tortilla chicken soup or something like that. Let's see about, just about another 30 seconds because I wanted it a little browner. I picked it up and I looked at the other side. I was like, oh, it's not as brown as the first side. Okay, let me bring one over here. Sometimes if all you have is like a basket or a plate to put your tortillas in, you can cover it with like a hand towel, a clean one, not one you dried your hands on or dry the dishes with. A clean one or a little whatever. Just cover it up. And it'll keep all the warmth in. I don't know why look, see? I'm spinning it. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. Get 3 more out. Oh, it didn't brown as much. I might have to flip it back. It just takes forever. Let's see, anybody new come on? Hi, Donna. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening, Donna? I'm making chicken taco soup. I'm about at the end. The chicken soup is done. Just letting it sit here for a moment. I'm heating up some tortillas to dip in there. And then I'm going to serve the soup and I'm going to top it with some cheese. On mine, I'm going to put some sliced avocado. And then in the middle, I'm going to put a little bit of sour cream. And serve it with our tortillas, and we are good to go. Chocolate. If you want to see how this is made, I'm good. I'm doing very good. If you want to know how to make it, go back to the beginning. At the beginning of the video, after I said hello and all the stuff, I listed all the ingredients. Well, I told them to you, like I said. I read the list of ingredients. And then as throughout the video, I said step 1, step 2. So you can hear me say step 1, write it down if you want to write it down. Then skip until I get to part 2 and so forth and so forth. Okay? Or if you really want to look at the recipe, I'll tell you how to get there. Because I got it, I kind of got it from this app named Lemon8. Not quite, but kind of. All right, see what happened was, it's on Lemon8. I found it on there, so I saved it. So I could send it. Then what you have to do is when you go to Lemon8 and go to the recipe, it's just a video that she does real quick, and she doesn't tell you the measurements. So what you do is you click on her name, to go to her full page. Once you do that, it'll say Razzle Dazzle Life. That is her TikTok. So you don't want to click on that, but right next to it is a little arrow that you want to click on. Now, your finger may touch the Razzle Dazzle Life as you're touching the arrow, but you want to make sure most of your finger is touching the arrow. Then it'll bring some more stuff down, and it'll show a website of hers. Click on the website, and it'll take you to her website, and you'll see some recipes. Just keep going until you see the taco soup. It'll just look for a soup that's kind of orange looking and has stuff on top. Just keep looking. Once you find that, then it'll bring you to the page where, you know, the ingredients are, the steps to make the recipe. It'll say, like, when you first bring it up, when it comes up, it'll say jump to recipe. Click on that and it'll jump to the ingredients. And then there's other recipes on it. There's other, like, pictures, or there's other recipes that you can click on to go to and see those kind of recipes. Like some taco chicken and rice thingy. So, yeah, so there's other, you know how when you go to a link to a recipe and it'll have the ingredients and how to make that recipe, but it also has like videos or pictures of other recipes that you can click on and it'll take you to that specific recipe, if you know what I mean. So you can do that, and you can always message me, anybody can, and ask me how I found the recipe, and I will explain it again because you probably won't remember what I just said. And if it becomes needed, I can screenshot the ingredients and the steps and send them to you if need be, which would make it so much easier. That's what I almost felt like doing. Screenshotting the the ingredients and the instructions, and posting it to Facebook Cooks, and then deleting the other one I put on there from, no, I didn't put one on there because the other one is on Lemon8 app. So yeah, I might do that and post it to Facebook Cooks, my recipe group, if y'all are a part of it. If you're not, it's called Facebook, spell it out, Cooks with an S. And you can post recipes in there, see recipes that I posted or other admins have posted and other people. If you find a recipe on Facebook that you want to share to that group, you can do that too. Or you can take screenshots of a recipe on paper and share it to there too. There's many ways. If you're on another site and you want to share it to Facebook, you can do that too. Whatever you want to do. But what I ask, you don't have to, but what I ask is you, if you get one from Facebook Cooks, put a comment, the top comment in there, and say dinner tonight, so we all know that's what you're having for dinner. And that way it'll also boost the recipe back up to the top if you found it way down. Okay, so when you're ready to cook it, it'll be right at the top for you. Then, when you're done, take a picture, and underneath your comment of dinner tonight, click reply and post the picture. Okay? I will take a picture of it now. Let's get a picture of this soup. Okay, guys, this is the best I got. Can you see that? I am going to just use this wooden spoon that I have to scoop it up. And I'll take a picture of the bowl too when I get it in the bowl. But if I decide to make more soups, because I don't make them that often, but I want to make more, then I'm going to get one of those soup scoopers, you know, to scoop up soup. Thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. I'm just heating up some tortillas. Ooh. So now I got 2 more tortillas to do. So I'm going to make my husband's bowl. I know, I wish I had a deeper spoon to do this, because it gives me some of the stuff in the soup, but doesn't give me as much juice. And it takes longer to scoop it out. So I need to get a soup scooper thing. I think that should be good enough. Now, if I could get some, I don't know how to do this without getting too much of the stuff, because I've already got a lot of the stuff. I'm going to try something else. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Um, well, it's got a lot of juice in there actually. But what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use a coffee cup because my measuring cup, which it has a spout and you can pour it. When you heat it in the microwave, it gets too hot, and so I don't think putting it in a hot soup is going to work. I am going to like scoop up. I'll pour this in my bowl when it's time. No, it didn't. Sometimes these tortillas feel really hot, but they're not brown yet. Okay, I think I got some liquid in there, but I'll pour a little bit. Okay, so all right, let's get. I'm getting the cheese. I'm using Fiesta cheese or Mexican cheese, whatever is at your store. My HEB has Mexican, but when you go to Walmart, it only has Fiesta, and it only has the huge bag in the Walmart brand. When I go to HEB, you can get the good name brand big cheese, or you can get the. There's a couple other name brands where they're good, but you know that's what it's called, ladle. Yes, Donna, thank you. I was trying to think of what it was called. I just couldn't think from. I have brain freeze almost all the time now. Almost every day there's something that's simple that I forget. Brain freeze is not once in a while for me now. It's every day. Like one time I couldn't remember that the collar that a dog wears. I was like, that thing that the dog wears around his neck. I couldn't think of the word collar. Something so simple. I don't know. Okay, so sprinkle the cheese. Oh, this is looking so fabulous. Well, with my soup, I'm going to take a picture before I put the cheese on because the cheese covers stuff. Then I'll take a picture after I decorate my soup when I put everything on it. You know what I mean. All right, one more left to do. Okay, so I did that. Sour cream right in the middle. You could sprinkle some whatever herb you think is good, like basil, parsley, whatever you think is good as a what do you call it? There I go again. I'm telling you this is bad. As a a topper for your food. Garnish. There we go. Woo! It was time for me to. I'm getting crazy with my memory, and I'm remembering a lot of stuff from the past, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But I can't remember stuff like having that short-term memory. Serious. This is serious. Now we don't like that tiny dollop of sour cream. We are sour cream freaks. My husband will put a whopping hell of a lot of sour cream on his plate when he's having taquitos or something. But okay, so I'm just going to show you this. Okay. That's his soup. I'm going to take it to him. I'll be right back. Let's scoot you guys over so I don't drop you again. I'll bring the tortillas out. Those last ones on the pan. I'm sorry. I added a little more juice because it wasn't much. Because I need a ladle for when I make soups, babe. You know that? I need a soup ladle. Told my husband I need a soup ladle. Alrighty, so let's see on this last, about 30 seconds more. Let me get my bowl. All right, so I turned it off. Hot. So let's dump this in there so I can get all that juice. Scoop it. Well, I get a little bit of liquid on the spoon when I'm scooping, so that's what it brings up the. Yeah, I need to get a ladle. You're right. A ladle. I was thinking about leftovers for my husband to take to work tonight, but he doesn't work tonight, and it's way past the time he would be in work. So I was like, okay. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to take a picture of the soup just like that because so everybody can see the inside of the soup and, and you couldn't see it so well in the pan because it's just, all you see is like juice and you see a few things floating in there, but you don't know what it is. But let me see. All right, let's see. Let's get this. Okay. Then I'm going to take one more picture of how it looks after I dressed it all up. Okay. Got the cheese on there. And I'm trying to close this. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the sour cream in the middle. Okay. Don't worry. This is my spoon. Okay. Then I'm going to take a few. I've got some avocado cut up here. I'm going to take a few of it and I'm going to put some around my soup, around the sour cream. Okay, guys? Sorry, bring you back this way. Okay, so let's, whoops. If there's leftovers, I won't have any avocado because I didn't buy more than one. And I'm putting this one on there because it's all soft. I don't want it to go bad. So, okay, let me get the avocado off my hands. Okay, so let's take a picture of it now. The cheese has melted into the soup, so. Can you see it? So I don't know. See that? Can y'all see that? How does it look to you guys? Okay, so you put some water down in that cup. Okay, so I am going to pick a little piece of avocado and the soup. I'm not going to hold the bowl. It's too. Try to get it. All right, guys, see, it's right here. Well, you can't see. Can you see it now? No. Okay, so I'm going to put it under my hand, so if it drips on my hand. All right, see it, guys? All right, here goes. That was really good. Let me see. Let me get a little bit of sour cream with it and see how it tastes. That was good. So now I'm going to end this live. Okay? Because we got my tortillas before they get cold. See? The fried tortillas. Okay. So I appreciate everyone who came on here to say hi. I appreciate you all. And I appreciate anybody who will come on later to watch. So if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you too. Sorry, my phone got. And I want you guys to stay positive. Do your thing. Work on your goals. I'd rather call them goals instead of resolution. What are your goals? You know, it sounds better. It's more, sounds more like I'd be willing to keep up with my goals instead of after a month I just gave up on them. You know, when you say resolutions. So, but anyways. Oh yeah, Donna. I just went to the store today and did shopping. But almost immediately after I shop, I have I shop every 2 weeks. I have my list already, like I'll have a paper ready to start a list. So when I am doing things, like let's say I'm using something and I run out of, I run out of cans of black beans or corn that I usually keep stocked up. Then I go to the paper and write black beans, how many cans I want, corn, how many cans I want. Or if I run out of bread in the middle of the 2 weeks, well, bread I might go pick up right away. But yeah, whatever I run out of or need, I write down on the list as the 2 weeks are going by. You know what I mean? Unless I need it right away, I wait till So yeah, I'll write that on my list as soon as I get off here. And I want you guys to have a good evening, Donna and Shannon, if you're still on here. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams. I love you guys. And I will be on here. And for you guys on YouTube, this is where I'll be on Facebook tomorrow. No, what's tomorrow? Sunday? No, I won't be on Sunday because usually I take a break from going live on the weekends. I just had to go today because I didn't do my cooking yesterday. But I will be live on Monday on this same page on Facebook, which is my first and last name. That's my page, Elizabeth Gibbs. So if you want to check it out over there. I also have a page called Elizabeth's Life. Elizabeth with apostrophe S, Life, Life. That's my second page. So if you want to follow on that, I go live on there some days too. But Monday will be on my Elizabeth Gibbs page. Facebook, it'll be on this page that you're watching now. Have a good evening, Shannon. Sleep well. And hopefully... No, I forgot what I was going to say. But it'll probably be... Because I always say 2:30, but let's go with 3:30. Sometimes I try to go at 3:30 after my husband leaves for work. And I try to do about an hour before I take my dog out at 4:35. But I always forget. So if I do forget, I'll definitely try to go after I walk my dog, which will be closer to 5 or 5:30. But I'll definitely be back on Monday. All right? And tomorrow, if I don't remember tonight, I'll definitely do it tomorrow morning. I'll post the pictures that I took of the food. All right? I love you guys. I love you guys on YouTube. Y'all have a good evening. And I'll talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.